wait it out. Oh, you should wait it out. Your heartbreak, love and hate. Oh yeah. Sometimes the sun it shines. Oh yeah. East Coast wedding bells. I don't feel much at ease. All the burdens that you carry all get covered up in the leaves. Midnight, you turn on the lights. Well, you still can't see. Well, be mindful of that company, mindful of the company you keep. You should wait it out. Oh, you should wait it out. Well, heartbreak, love and hate. Sometimes, yeah, the sun it shines. Oh yeah. Sometimes the sun it shines. Sometimes the sun it shines.
Very nice. Ended on the minor note, trying to be tricky.
And sad. Minor notes just by nature have to be sad, right?
Love that. Love that. So was that on your E EP?
It is, and that's on all streaming platforms. It's just Daycrawler's EP, 5 tunes, yeah.
Everybody, we're here on daycrawlersmusic.com, and the EP was recorded in May 2024, and it's available out there, Bandcamp, those different places.
Spotify,
Spotify,
Apple, I don't know,
Apple.
wherever you stream your music,
Wherever you stream
it
your
should be
music
there.
on, it should be there, yeah.
One more time, Daycrawlers, go out there and see it, and we have plans for another recording, do we?
We do. We started tracking a few weeks ago. It's going to be a 10-song LP. Hopefully, gentleman's having a baby probably in August, definitely in August or before, who knows, but
Well, you look in such great shape.
He's hardly showing.
he's ready.
You're just carrying it low.
We'll see how fast it goes. But targeted maybe fall at the latest. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, we got to keep our priorities straight, that's for sure.
That's right.
Well, I really enjoyed that song. And, Chris, when did you start writing songs anyway?
15 years old.
15 years old.
I was a vocal guy in like chorus and stuff, and I wanted to write songs, and that's why I started playing guitar.
So that was the first time your heart was broken, like most songwriters?
Shit, it was like 12.
We're going to drill down and talk much more about your songwriting process here as we move through the show, but I think everybody wants to hear what you have in store for us.
Amen.
All right, this is Don't Walk Around Empty, guys.
Well, I'm asking for a little time. some space to fill in the lines. Well, you caught up in the same old stories. Babe, I don't wanna move on. Don't walk around empty, oh, less inclined. We will survive all this endless ride. Please don't walk around empty or in disguise. We have survived much harder times. Well, I held you till the sun went down. Well, we stayed until the morning come. Look around, all the hills were golden. Man, I don't wanna move on. Please don't walk around empty or in disguise. We have survived this endless ride. Oh, don't walk around empty or less inclined. We have survived much harder times. Don't walk around empty or less inclined. We will survive this endless ride. Don't walk around empty or in disguise. We have survived much harder times. If we can't love like we used to, just let it go. When we can't love like we used to, gotta let it go. Yeah, we don't love like we used to. Yeah, let it go. We don't look like we used to.
Just found you a new theme song there, didn't you, Bob?
Yeah, huh?
Don't walk around empty.
I'm going to be full up all the time.
Bob Helber, if you want to walk around real quickly to Chris's mic, and we always like to talk about the instruments that the bands bring in, and that's a very cool bass. Tell us about that.
All right, so it's made by a luthier who's not working anymore. He's retired. He sold the design off. It's called an Eminence. Gary Edward Bartig out of Minnesota is the original luthier. I used to have a big old-fashioned upright. I got tired of hauling it around. Got this thing, 13 years ago.
Can't say that on the radio.
I'm sorry.
Well, a nice thing about that is we've had electric stand-up basses that are kind of solid body, those real tiny little things, but this has an open body, so there's some resonance coming through.
Yeah, it's got a sound post and everything, solid top. It's slim. It's a upright on a diet.
But
That's all.
it's also got a wing on it. Is that to lean it up close to your body so you can feel it?
Yeah. So it feels like the distance feels like you're playing
Gotcha.
full upright.
I
Yeah.
think that's so he doesn't get a hip pointer from that thing poking him.
I think what the most important part you're missing is there's a frog on it.
There it is. There it is.
Oh, see, that was out of my view.
That is our emotional support frog? What is that?
Yeah, actually, it is our make this part of the bass not ring out because we can't mute down there when we when we play. So it makes it deadens it a little bit.
That looks a little painful for the frog, though, the way. Everybody,
seems to
if
be
you
having a
can,
good
if you
time,
can
yeah.
see
I
that.
think it's a lady frog.
Hey,
so.
no kink shaming. That frog might be enjoying it.
So, Chris, come on back over to the mic, and you have a bourgeois guitar there.
I have a bourgeois guitar right here. Yes, I do.
And that's a pretty one you've had. That looks pretty new, is it?
I've had it for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
It's shiny.
I think it's a 2017 or something.
Oh, so you got it nicely brought along.
Yeah.
And Joey, you're not holding the Mando anymore, so tell us about your fiddle.
Oh, I have a fiddle now. I got it from my buddy Adam, who said that he had a fiddle that would sound good for bluegrass and old time music.
Awesome.
He's a luthier, and I bought it from him.
And Dave, Taylor guitar.
Yeah, it's just a 314 CE that I got for a graduation present in high school. So it's held up pretty well. I got it set up, plays really nice, and
Yeah, it's really pretty sounding, and most Taylors will cut through the mix really well, and
It's
that one
working well.
sure does.
So that's a pretty nice graduation present. Was it a surprise to your parents that you graduated?
Wow.
it was my graduation was contingent on getting the guitar, so
That's
extra
a
motivation.
good call.
That's motivation.
Right.
Well, guys, before the top of the hour, we have time for one, maybe 2 songs, so let's jump in and get some more music going.
All right. This song's called Felt That Way. In isolation, we don't congregate. This separation that makes us contemplate. Let's find common ground and we'll make amends. You say you're not ready to start all over again. Oh, I felt that way. Yeah, I felt that way. And I felt that way so many different times. Many different times. Well, in the fall, we're gonna sit and wait for all the different leaves. We'll sit and separate. They're all falling down on the cold hard ground. When I say your name, you don't make a sound. I felt that way. Yeah, I felt that way. Yeah, I felt that way. Oh, many. Oh, I felt that way. Felt that way. Yeah, I felt that way. All these many different times. All these many different times. Well, I felt that way. I felt this way. And I felt that way. Oh,
this many, many times.
Sweetness from the Daycrawlers live here in the studio.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this music.
Right?
Like, I find myself kind of singing along, humming to all the songs.
I can hear it.
Yeah, well, sorry. Did not, sorry.
Are you auditioning for a?
Are you trying to get back up?
Yeah,
Some
I'm
backup,
hoping
Lisa,
they
if you got
don't
backup.
hear me.
We've got an extra microphone. You can just
Yeah.
go stand back.
I'm
The
good.
lyrics are right here.
This is,
Chords too.
this is the kind of band that I'm not going to walk out on.
Oh, thank
Like,
you.
it makes me,
Boy, that's praise.
well, not that I do that, but it does make me wonder that when you have a live audience, sometimes I like asking people, what do you see when you look out onto your audience? Do you see people listening? Do you see people dancing? Are they singing along? And what does that give you during the show?
We're lucky. I'll make a little quick comment and give it to somebody else. But yeah, for whatever reason, this band, people really, we're definitely, I think, a listening band. And if we don't play many loud rooms, but if we do play a loud room, it's a little frustrating. But we are listening. We can be quiet. But you comment, Bob.
Yeah, man. So, people are just engaged when we're up there, and we can see it. Some people dance. Sometimes we get some people dancing. Let's see. Our last show, Steve's. How old is Steve's grandmother?
She's like 80-ish something.
She's in her 80s. She got the dance party started during Wait It Out at our last show at the Poorhouse. So, yeah.
Songs old people can dance to.
Yeah. Now, songs anybody can dance to, Joey. Jeez.
There's a lot of people listening, though, a lot of singer-songwriters who want that. They want to play the rooms that aren't super loud. They don't want all their gigs to be the bar gigs.
Yeah.
How are you getting those gigs?
I will say that, I reach out, overreach. I reach higher than I should. And I reach out, I'll reach out to artists that I think that are bigger that maybe we could open up for, or even I'll book a show and then book them and we'll open for them, and things like that. Or room wise, I've had connections from the past bands, but
He texted me at about 3 in the morning.
yeah. I'm always like, if I see things and I reach out, I just reach out and I try, and
Well,
I've been fortunate enough to get into some good rooms, and so, and we kind of have a standard. I mean, it's not like we're snooty and won't play, but we don't really play the bars. We're in the corners that aren't venues.
That's great advice,
So we just
though.
don't do it. We want to sound good, and we like to go to places that make us sound good, and we work hard, and we don't want to our night ruined from a bad experience.
All right,
So-
y'all listening? Do the work. I say it every
So,
week.
and we
do the
don't
work.
saturate the market. We play every 3 or 4 months, so people come see us usually around the
So
area.
what's coming up?
For the full band, I've got for Daycrawlers, March 8th is our next gig, and it's at Bond Brothers East Side. We're going to be playing with a band called Ghost and Bones that's from the
We
area.
love Ghost
Oh,
and
Yeah,
yeah,
they're my
Bones.
buddies. They're going
fun.
to open up for us.
Didn't I see some Ghost and Bones on stage with you across the street?
Yeah, that's my
yonder
buddy.
last
That's
week?
that's called the CPR project. That's my other thing. We're doing a little thing on the 22nd of February, and the trio, me and Bob, are going to be in Asheville on the 15th on a pre-Billy String show kind of party deal.
fun.
We
With our
love
friend Ben
him.
Hogue. Our Ben Hogue is going to play on pedal steel with us. Joey was going to be there. He's going to be in Japan.
Oh.
But I mean,
Oh.
Daycrawler's trio.
Yeah.
If it's all on daycrawlersmusic.com, all these shows.
Right.
So, yeah.
CPR is a good thing, isn't it?
As
Keeps you
we age,
alive.
Hearts and lungs and life. That's what it's all about.
So, Joe, you being deported back to the home country, or what's?
I'm going for pleasure.
Oh,
So,
good
yeah.
for you.
Yeah, it was.
whereabouts in Japan you going?
I'm just going to Tokyo. I might go to Kyoto, and Osaka. I'll be going to the Philippines beforehand for work, so that's why I'm taking
Oh,
advantage of
so
that.
you're right there. Yeah.
My brother, by the way, has a music venue in Tokyo.
We'll talk about that.
Hey, dude, he's gonna be there.
Oh, Joey's got to sit in and playing bluegrass
Oh,
in Tokyo while he's there.
Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
Hopefully at Rocky Top in Ginza up there.
Nice.
Oh, we'll hook you up.
Yeah,
That sounds
I'll
good.
give you connection information.
Everybody, we have reached just about the top of the hour, so let's pretend that it is. We are WHUP LP Hillsboro. The show is Pass the Hat. We're here. We've been here for 10 years, every Friday night from 6 to 8 o'clock.
We
And
ain't
we're
going
so
nowhere.
fortunate to have an hour two sponsor that Chris is spokesmodeling for us, if that's a verb.
It is now. Yes. Support for the second hour of Pass the Hat is sweetly provided by Matthews Chocolates, 104 North Churton Street, Hillsboro, North Carolina, the finest in chocolate and chocolate accessories for all of your chocolate needs. And let's face it, we all have
chocolate needs.
Every guest on Pass the Hat gets a gift of chocolate from Matthews Chocolates. We don't know what's in the box, but we know that it's awesome. You're welcome to open it now, but we warn you, don't get it too close to your bass player.
I think we'll wait. We'll wait.
And y'all, every holiday is a chocolate holiday, as you all know, but Valentine's Day especially is a chocolate holiday. If you want Valentine's chocolates from Matthews, place your order in the next couple of days, because if you walk in there on February 13th, you're not getting any chocolate.
And you're going to get hollered at. Just,
You're going to get hollered
just know
at.
that. You're going to get hollered at.
All right, your spokesmodel job is done, and you have to play us some more music now.
All right. Hey, this song is called Leaving. Guess what it's about? Well, I made my move right towards the door. Not so good at relationships, not so good anymore. Looking in the mirror on the shelf, you recognize the look in my eyes, so anyone else. I'll be back when I get some relief. Oh, to breathe. I think I'm leaving. Back when I can get some relief. Oh, and breathe. I'm leaving. Well, there was a time when I was well. Could rely on all I could find, recognize my health. Slipped on the surface once again. Well, I made mistakes and I took a break till I see you again. Well, I'll be back when I get some relief. Just to breathe. Hey, I'm leaving. I'll be back when I get my relief and breathe. I'm leaving. Yeah, I'm leaving. Well, leaving. Leaving.
really love the dynamics that you guys have in this music, and the interplay between the mandolin and guitar is just really nice and tasteful, and nothing's over the top, and really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So how does that interplay come about?
And to tell you what, the first time we all four played, Joey wasn't with us the first time. Joey joined a year ago this month. Our first gig was at Yonder, literally almost to the date.
That's cool.
Today. So it's like, before that, literally, we kind of it was open mic, and the first time, myself, Steve-O back here, and Bob and Dave played, I was aware that I wanted to play again. And I wanted to be in a band, and it was just evident. And we were it's above us. We just feel grateful and for all this.
Well, Chris, these songs, very nice songs. Love these. So, talking about your songwriting process, we always are interested because we hear different ways that songwriters approach things. For you, are you sitting noodling on the guitar, hearing a little melody, or or you have some hook in mind, like a phrase, or you got some feeling that something you've read about or seen or in your personal life, or is there any one way these songs emerge?
There's a couple different ways, and maybe I'll try to touch on them real quick. Usually for me, it sits down with the guitar and come up with a piece of music that I like, some chords that go together, and that could start from me saying I'll start and be like, well, I don't have this chord in my song, so I'll start with this, and coming up with something based around that, and getting a couple chord progressions, a couple different things that go together, and not really having it in order, and then finding a melody, like rapping almost over it, just playing it and finding a melody in there, and I'll sit there and I'll record it and I'll rap over it, and then later on, I'll take some of those blurbs and I'll maybe take something I heard and maybe write based on that. And sometimes I have a topic right off the bat. Sometimes I find it based on what I've rapped about, and it just ends up being something else. And sometimes when my house is dark and my children are asleep, my wife's asleep, when I get alone time, I can't be loud. So I found a way to, if I just will write poetry and kind of find a melody within the cadence of those words, and then maybe figure out how to play it later.
These recurring phrases that it's like you're not in a hurry to tell the Holy Bible or Rogeus Thesaurus or anything like that. You're very nice and I guess terse with your words. You're not overly wordy. Let me put it that way. And plus, these recurring phrases and things, it's very engaging,
Oh, yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
like Kim was singing along. It's like, right there.
But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Kim.
Well, but they're also, it is poetry in it. They're smart lyrics. I don't feel like I'm just kind of bouncing along mindlessly in my car if I was listening.
Right, there's some depth to it.
There is.
Totally.
And that's a hard balance to strike.
But where I wanted to go was, Chris, you're writing songs and words and melody. I kind of get the impression you're not writing also the parts for the bass and the mandolin
Not
and the
at
fiddle
all.
and the
It's-
guitar.
I really don't know much about music at all. Matter of fact, these guys, you have to tell me what key to be in, or I don't even know how to use a capo really, or what I'm keying. So these guys, I'm lucky enough to play around smart enough people that. That's kind of why we played together, because we kind of met each other and we kind of liked each other's playing. So it was just based on that already. So it's like a trust thing. It's like, I know this guy's going to come to. I love the way these guys play, so I know they're going to have the sauce.
So you bring the song to the band and basically say, okay, we're doing this in G, and
They
let
go.
them do the magic
There's
stuff.
no talk about what they're going to. They just do it, and we just roll.
He brings the skeletons, and we fill them out and flesh them out.
It's curious, and I don't want to go on too long about this because we've talked too long and we need some more music. I'm reading a book about Friedrich Handel and who wrote the Messiah, the great, and one of the chapters is about his writing style, and he did just that. You think of these composers from back in the day as being very meticulous and writing out all of the various parts for all of the instruments and all the voices and everything. And no, he wrote out kind of a very basic concept of a melody, and it would in places say, and here the violin does a solo in the key of G,
And a lot
with
of my
nothing
tunes-
written out, and it was up to the soloist just to figure it out.
Yeah, that's right.
Which
So
is
I think Bob's just saying you're just like Handel's
basically
Messiah.
Friedrich Handel here in the studio.
Hey, man.
So with that,
This song is about this song's special to me. This is I lost my dad 8 years ago, actually, this month. It's got across the sea, kind of where maybe he's there, maybe across the sea somewhere. In the distance there's a light that goes out when the wind blows left to right. Well, I was wondering where you are. Well, is that you? Or is it a burning star so far across the sea? Well, it's all I ever see when you're so far across the sea. Will I see you again? Yeah, sometime. Or does it all just end? Well, you were my friend. I thought we'd stay up till the very end of the last scene across the sea. Well, it's all I ever see when you're so far across the sea. Yeah, you're all I ever see. Across the sea. It's all I ever see. You're so far across the sea.
Daycrawlers live here in the studio, and y'all, this is my favorite part of any show. which is when whatever any jitters that the band might have had being on the radio, being in a new space, it's all gone. We've got everything dialed in, and everything is just relaxed and smooth and sounding fantastic. And if it's okay with you, I think we should ask them to jump right into another song.
Well, I want to make sure we don't forget one thing, and that is you've told us where we can listen to your music on streaming platforms and where people can see you live, but people should give you money. You have an
Amen.
EP out there.
That's why we're here.
And I don't know when Bandcamp Friday is, but where are all the places where people can pay you for your hard work?
On our website, they can make it pretty much pay what they'd like. They can make a payment and just whatever they'd like to pay, they can pay it.
And that is daycrawlersmusic.com.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Run, do not walk with your fingers. Give them money.
This is called Hard to See. It's like a rainstorm. We'll grab your boots, stand in puddles of pain. Well, I'm moving on through these memories. Take off your boots, walk in your own special way. I don't know how to tell you. Well, things have changed, and I'll never let you down. Oh, and you walk in your own way. We'll never lose what you choose. You never doubt. Just like singing another song about you and me. Yeah, I keep on thinking all this drifting through made it so hard to see, making it hard to see. Or is it dark with no sight? Well, some say the light goes on forever. Or do we fade on the day that we die? I feel just like singing another song about you and me. Yeah, and I feel like I'm thinking all that drifting through made it hard to see, made it hard.
Daycrawler is live here in the studio. Learn more at daycrawlersmusic.com.
Out of curiosity, y'all mentioned some of y'all have families, and I know you've just got people. And how do your families respond to you being in a busy, successful band? How are they support? I imagine they're supportive. You probably wouldn't be here if they weren't. But do your kids or your partners ever say anything that kind of hit you from the left, like, oh, I didn't think of it like that?
Man, my family don't give a crap about it. I mean, they're supportive, but they let me do it, which is the best thing and the only thing that matters. Is they're supportive from that fan, but they're not. I don't get my head blown up, or like my kids don't think I'm just like the coolest dad, or my wife definitely just keeps me in line and tells me what's up. You know, it's a very real situation. It's good. It keeps me humble, and yeah. So
I think everybody knows how important it is. Some level of therapy for all of us, probably, to kind of keep us marginally sane. Since we've all got basically 9-to-5 jobs besides this. So.
Amen.
My wife's other bands I can tell you in the past, not as much, but she loves this band and she supports. I mean, I think she likes it. So.
I can see why. You all seem just like good, decent guys who, running about your lives and sharing your talent. There's nothing bad about that. We've got time. We could definitely one more song.
Maybe two.
And maybe two more songs.
We won't talk and just let you guys play.
Yeah,
I
just
forget.
roll on.
Did you get two? What do you guys want to do? Let's skip Flower and the Bee. You want to do Clarity? Let's do Conversations.
Okay.
And you're welcome to just roll into your last song if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. At worst, we go over a little bit and we
Okay.
cut into
We'll
your
do that.
playlist
That's
a little
fine.
bit. It's
Yeah, no biggie.
not a big deal.
This song's a newer song. It's just songs about me running my mouth all the time to my wife, who deals with me. She's very patient and quiet, and I like to talk.
Thank you, Chris's wife.
All right, this is called Conversations. Well, I gave you all the roses on the second day of July, and you laid them down beside me. You said you'd take them when it's time. Well, I'll choose my words with caution. I'll stop speaking when I said too much. Well, did I mention that I love you? I bet by now you've had enough. Oh, you don't need no inspiration. Say the colors they don't define. All the love we share between us. All the distance, all the time. Oh, I'll choose my words with caution. Oh, stop speaking when I say too much. Did I mention that I love you? I bet by now you've had enough. Hey. Would you rather wait till morning? Is it better in the night? Well, to share these conversations that take our breath and give us life. I will choose my words with caution.
I'll stop breathing when I say too much. Did I mention I love you? But by now you've had enough. Stop speaking when I say too much. Did I mention I love you? I know by now you've had enough. One second, guys.
There we go.
Had a little capo issue, sorry. So, all clarity. It's a conversation with the North Carolina Ocean. Well, I'm out here at the edge of the world, and it's getting too dark to see. Use a little helping hand, a touch of clarity. Back and forth, I twist in place, gonna break my crooked back. Bow my head, say goodbye to the footprints of my past. Well, the North Carolina Sea, staring back at me, let me know it'll all work out. Someday I'll be free. Pull the string, ring the bell. Well, give me a little clarity. Time and a wind-up watch through decades of mistreat. I've been going through all these emotions, babe, standing on 2 feet. All the time runs out, things catch up, gonna run out of my will to lay it all down one final time. Suggest I've had my fill. Pull the string, ring that bell. Mama, give me just a little clarity. You gotta pull the string, ring the bell to give me all the clarity. All that North Carolina Sea, well, she's had enough of me. I'm sitting back and I'm alright and feel are so free. Well, I've cut the string. Free the bell. I have all the clarity. Well, I've cut the string. Free the bell. Give me clarity.
Y'all have been listening to the Daycrawlers. Daycrawlers, we are so grateful you came in. This was fantastic. Just a
That was
really,
wonderful. Thank
You,
you.
you know
Really
what I
good
have been
band.
thinking for the past 3 or 4 songs is this is music that I would buy.
yeah.
And you can do that at daycrawlersmusic.com. There's an album out there you could buy. I'm going to buy it. You should too.
Yep. And show up to see them live. When's your next gig? When can they
Bob
see
Brothers
you?
East Side, March 8th.
There you go.
March
So you
8th,
got a
Ghost and
month.
Bones. It's in Cary, North Carolina.
All right. In the meantime, I want you to wave goodbye to the camera. We are going to shut off the live stream. The live stream can be accessed ad infinitum at Facebook and YouTube.
And Twitch for 2 weeks.
Yep. So tune in if
At
you want to check it out.
WHUP, Pass the Hat.
Yep. And also, if you can go to passthehatfm.org, or no, WHUPFM.org, derp, and you can go to our show archive and just listen to the show at any time.
This one and every other show for the past 10 years. The
Is that
fantastic
on YouTube,
archive.
The archive is?
The live stream is on YouTube and archived there forever, and people have been
Yep.
listening in and watching and chiming in, and it's now time for us to play music off of the playlist that you brought in. So as you intro, and by the way, people who are watching the live stream, the show doesn't end. We're just going to turn off the live stream. You can keep listening at WHUPFM.org or FM 104.7 here in the footprint of Hillsboro. But we're going to start playing music from a playlist that these guys brought in, and we're going to turn off the live stream, y'all.
Do you remember the first song you had on the playlist?
Bottom shelf.
It was Bottom Shelf. Yeah, it don't feel good.